All right, hello, families and students. Today I'll be recording our open house for our fifth grade class, Miss Rivas's fifth grade class at Moncure Elementary School. And I just want to start with a little overview. This is a couple things, exciting things we've done so far this year in our class. We have our little Skittles experiment. We have the cup challenge, the Play-Doh sculptures, saving Fred. These are just a couple highlights from the year that I know the kids really enjoyed. A lot of science experiments. As you know, fifth grade's a big year for science. So, what are we doing right now in the classroom? As far as language arts, we have many whole group lessons in our Into Reading books. We read many different types of genres of stories, work on our reading comprehension. We do phonics groups now to work on that fundamental work that maybe some of us are missing from the beginning years. And then we're doing this mentor text. We're really focusing on grammar this year for our students. And to the right is a picture of the work that we do. This is actually a quiz that they get once a week. It has the sentence of the day. So we have the story. So in this case, it would be Mr. Peabody's apples. I read the story to them. We practice finding the sentence, labeling the sentences, and then we work on identifying predicates, doing quotation marks, dialogue, adjectives, nouns, quotation marks, all types of grammar. So that's really been a focus in our language arts this year. For small group lessons, I work on reading comprehension skills on their level of reading, and then, of course, phonics again. For mathematics, we have worked on so far orders of operations, multiplication, volume, function tables, and we will be working on decimals, graphing data, and division. I am working on groups for math at this time to help them have small group. I know that there are other small groups being pulled, but to help those other students in the classroom that don't get pulled but might need that additional support, I am working on that. I do encourage that we continue to work on our multiplication because we still are having problems with that, and it's going to get harder in fifth grade. So if anytime you can run through a couple drills every night or every other night to work on that multiplication memory, that would be awesome. As far as science, we've worked on scientific method, matter, and electricity, and we are now working on sound and light. We are about to finish up science for quarter one since quarter one is ending soon, and for quarter two, we will be focusing on history. We do try to do labs twice a week. I have not gotten to be able to do 2 labs a week, but I try to do at least 2 hands-on activities a week where the students are engaged in activity and can build things and actually see how things work. One of the highlights we actually got to do is when we were learning about electricity and magnets, the students were able to make an electromagnetic device, and it was really cool because they actually got to make it and pick up different things with their new magnet, and they really enjoyed that. We've also done a couple labs on different scientific tools. We've done matter labs. We've done virtual labs. So it's been pretty fun exploring science this year. As far as assessments, so we give a pre-test and a post-test for every subject matter except for language arts. Language arts is tested through comprehension stories or performances that we do in the classroom or their fluency. But for science and math, we give a pretest. This is just for me to see where they're at, what they understand, what they don't understand, so that I'm not reteaching topics that they already know, and I'm really focusing on the topics that they don't know. They are given a grade. I do sometimes show the students that their grade for the pretest to give them a motivator to work for the post-test, but I found that giving them the pretest grade actually makes them more apprehensive of trying to learn the material for the rest of the quarter or the rest of the weeks. They tend to think they don't know what they're doing or they can't do it because of their pretest score. So I like to keep that to myself just to make sure that I'm helping the kids grow. But lately I've been trying to give them their pretest scores just to see if that could be a different type of motivator for them. And then we do the post test at the end. That is the one that ends up on the report cards. That is the one that is counted. It shows you how much they have grown since their pre-test to their post-test. And I also like the students to see that because they can see their actual need for